part 3 of episode 100 of Up in the Mix. Here with Sean and Caesar. We've got a returning guest. He was here multiple times. He was here on episode 31, way back in season 1. And then he was here in season 2 at episode 19 for Motown Mondays. And we've got him here again. Caesar, tell him who it is.
So, homeboy, I've known probably like 2 decades now. we some old men, fellow sneaker lover, fellow music lover. You guys know him because he makes your booty shake in the middle of the night out there at, various bars. We have the infamous DJ Ethik. Welcome.
Welcome to the ship.
Welcome once again.
Thanks for having me. Damn,
Yeah.
That was 31?
What do you mean?
First season?
31, yeah, season 1, man.
Damn. Feels like
3 years
that
ago.
was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was a life. It was in the before times, bro.
Right?
Before
Crazy.
times have changed, post-apocalyptic and whatnot.
It's like the first time I've had weekends off in like 5 years. It's been crazy. I don't even know what to do with myself.
The wife's probably happy for that help on the
Oh
weekend.
yeah, it's a lot easier. I don't have to hear it, but
Yeah. So what have you been up to?
I've been doing anything, just working, making a few beats. That's about it. I've been doing shit, taking care of the kids.
Mm-hmm. So how has everything affected you and your, late night DJing?
No gigs, man. Been since March? So I DJ'd at Picnic Friday. That next Saturday, everything shut down. So like, oh, cool, we'll be shut down for like 2-3 weeks. We back. Nope. Oh, God damn. By the third weekend, I was like, I don't even know what to do. Like, what do I do? So I just been chilling with the kids, making a few beats here and there, and finishing up some projects with my man, Marty Bush. That's about it, man. I've been doing anything, just work, work.
Yeah, you told me last weekend at the wedding it was the first time you DJ'd. And how long?
It was actually, I did Lefty's wife's birthday, Christy Ann.
Oh yeah.
About a month or 2 before that. But I mean, I did hers and I almost forgot how to mix. It took me like 5 minutes to get loose and get regular. Even at that wedding too, I was like hella nervous and shit. It was weird, but it was cool. Once everybody started dancing, I was back in it.
You got to shake the rust off.
Yeah, it was weird.
Is this the longest you've ever gone without DJing regularly?
Actually, when I left Vegas, I stopped for probably a year or 2. But then, I don't know, just this time trying to get back into it, it's like because I don't make set lists. I just have a folder with a bunch of shit and I just feel it out. And I was like, what the fuck do I play next? What should I play next? I had like 4 or 5 songs. I'm just going back and forth and like getting confused, and I don't know. It was cool though. It was fun.
No, that's awesome how you go in there, because there's some people that I know I've gone into places, and when I go into a place and I hear a song, I probably know the next 5 songs they're playing because they play the same set all the time, and it's annoying. And with you, it's always good because like you said, you just feel the crowd.
Yeah, you got to vibe out first. There was a couple dudes in Vegas that would do that. They just had a set playlist. If there was a new song, they'll add the new song, a new hot song. But then it's the same fucking set list every night.
Whack.
I just can't do that.
Yeah, like
you don't really have to DJ after at that point.
It's like just press and play.
Yeah,
and
that's just playing
it.
a playlist.
Mm-hmm.
You can just let that shit Serato sync and just go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't.
I bet you that's what a lot of radio stations do.
Yes,
it's pretty much the same thing. When the program director programs all the music and they just let that shit go, same thing.
Not it up in the mix. We follow our heart.
Never that. Never that.
What is awesome though, little sidebar, is at Up in the Mix, like what's awesome with like you DJing too, to have that power to play the song before anyone else has heard it.
Oh yeah.
And people get astonished, because I noticed like, hey, I think it's like, hey, I got this new song, and I'm like, all right, let's see how the crowd, reacts to it.
That's another thing that sucks about right now too, because I have a few tracks. I'm like, fuck, I just want to see how it does
In real
and
life.
I think they're bangers, but I mean, I just don't know right now, so we're just gonna have to wait.
Yeah, I'll never forget. You were DJing an art show at the Potentialist one time. We were there, and you played some track, and it literally took me like 8 months to find it again.
You just asked me. I would have just gave it to you.
Well, like, you know, I was kind of lost in the sauce, whatever. It wasn't, you know, just, and then like afterwards, like, oh, I wonder what that track was, you know, and then like I heard it, and I was like, oh shit, this is it, you know, this is that lost one I've been looking for.
It's like finding it in the crates, you know.
Yeah, it was very satisfying.
Yeah, it's always fun for DJs when you play something. People are like, what the fuck is that? That shit is dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to even live in like the digital age like it is now, where stuff drops all the time. To have
like nonstop, man.
To have a gem like that, you know, that you just bring out to like, you know, wherever you're playing at that night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's this remix with the Lil Wayne song "Uproar," but some dude remixed it with some other beat that's so damn fresh. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
As soon as we get done, but I want to play that so bad.
In real life.
In real life, like at Loving Cup at like midnight or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't do it.
So have you been following, I mean, there's been so much new music lately. Have you been following, you know, what's been going on musically?
I suck at that shit, man. Like other DJs be like, oh, did you hear that new this and that? I'm like, dude, I haven't heard shit. I'm still listening to Slum Village, Fantastic Volume 2 from 98, and fucking Nas's Like from 96. Like, if I hear something that catches me, I'll be up on it, but most of the time, I don't fucking know.
I gotta start sending you our Up in the Mix playlist, so you're up.
You should.
Up on it.
Some of the stuff you guys post on IG, I'll know a few of them. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I'll look it up. I'm like, oh yeah, shit is dope.
Yeah, because that's what I do to some other homies that are like golden or hip hop heads, you know. And I'll be like, I'll send them a couple, and they're like, whoa, this is awesome. And I'm like, I keep telling you fuckers, there's still good music out there.
No, there's a lot. I'm just fucking lazy. That's all it is.
And a family, man. It's tough, you know?
Yeah, I was having the same conversation. My brother's got 2 kids, and he's like, it's just hard to keep up, you know, like, especially nowadays where it's not on like TV or anything, you know.
It's not in your face all the time, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Crazy. And I'm barely on like social media and stuff too, so.
Because like you want to sit down and listen to an album, you want to sit down and listen to like a new cut a couple of times, you know, and you know, like you 2 kids, like I couldn't imagine, you know, but.
It's like having a job after. So I have a regular 9 to 5. I come home to my other job.
Yeah, and that's how it is.
And it's just nonstop, man.
And it's like for me, it's like super early in the morning while everyone is still asleep, or at nighttime when everyone's asleep.
Yeah, I work super early, so like it's all nighttime for me. Just getting worked all day.
Yeah, I'll start putting you on my list of playlists.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it's tough these. If we weren't doing the radio show, there's no way I would know half the shit I do.
Yeah.
But Spotify's been helping you, like you said.
Like now, but like that's after doing it, you know, for 3 years, and Skynet's been following on listening and self-programmed. Now the algorithms got me.
Skynet knows, yeah. No, but yeah, there's so much good stuff, and
there's a dude I just found on IG. I just posted it to my story. LA. Fuck, I forgot his name already. Super dope. Ninth Wonder's producing his beats, but dude can spit. If you check my story, he's on there.
Was it GQ?
It's like LA the something. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah.
But that's the cool thing nowadays, you know, like there's so many unknown artists who are fucking good. And you just discover them in the most random ways sometimes.
It's weird. He just propped up on my feed one day. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, the beats are fucking dope. And come to find out, Ninth Wonder's doing his shit. So yeah, if you get a chance, check my story. He can spit. He's really dope.
What's your Instagram?
At DJ Ethik 05.
Ethic with a K.
Okay, yeah.
All right, I got a random question. It's not so random.
Right.
Who are your top 5 favorite producers of all time?
For sure, Dilla, Madlib, Ninth Wonder. Maurice White has to be in there from Earth, Wind, and Fire. He produced some really fire shit.
Yes.
70s.
We keep talking about this sometimes in the middle of the night, some Maurice White stuff.
Shit, 5. Dope that's been doing shit. I don't know. It's like now you can go on Instagram and find like 10 unknowns that are like as good or just as good as everybody I just named, which is nuts.
Yeah.
Because all these programs, they pretty much do everything for you. Before, you would have to chop the sample yourself, but now they got these programs where it just chops it for you. But yeah, I don't know. That's my 4.
There you go.
Do you think it makes it, there's less skill involved nowadays with all the programming that's replaced all the analog and manual labor that used to go into making and producing beats?
A little bit, but I mean, you still have to have the ear to put the sample together and the ear for the drums to go over that sample and stuff. So I think it's a little easier to chop samples now, but I mean, you still have to have that ear for the sample and how to put it together and everything. So
You hear that, all you wannabe producers out there?
You can still do it.
you can still do it.
It's just another tool. Like, you got to use the tool properly, and that's just the thing, you know.
Yeah,
gotta have that.
how you put it together.
You gotta have that contextual knowledge. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta have that knowledge to be able to wield that tool right.
Yeah, you know, because there's great responsibility.
Okay, Uncle Ben.
Right. You want to say Spider-Man?
What's funny is because Leia, we were watching Into the Spider-Verse, and she was 110 into the movie, so it was fantastic.
That movie's dope.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait till that second one comes out.
They're making
Yeah.
like a live action one too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be? I was going to say
about Marvel.
we need to talk about Marvel. What do you guys think of the next phase? Like, what are you looking forward to? Like, I watched.
Yeah,
Shit.
I'm excited about the cosmic, the space stuff. You know,
Yeah, Eternals.
because I'm terrified about space in general. You know, so it's good to see space things.
It's cool to see Galactus.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say, do you think
Mhm.
Galactus is going to be the next villain? Do you think it's going to be Doctor Doom? Who do you
So
think it's going to be?
I think for Earth, they're probably going to do like Doctor Doom. But then when they start going cosmic and shit, it's going to be Galactus. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't know.
Because I love Doctor Doom. Is like one of my favorite villains. He's one of the few guys who's ever picked up Thor's hammer. Super smart.
Super smart.
And
Well, he
and a
ties
dickhead.
in with, he ties in with X-Men, he ties in Fantastic Four, he ties in Spider-Man, he ties in Avengers. Like, everyone has kind of dealt with him. So I watched. I've been bored lately, so I watched that fucking terrible X-Men Apocalypse movie. But
It's terrible.
it did get me
But I'll
thinking.
still watch it. I'll still watch it though.
It did get me thinking, like, how are they going to introduce mutants and X-Men into this? And it's going to be crazy. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it might be through the WandaVision show.
Okay. Yeah. Because that's where they're gonna. I feel with WandaVision, that's where they're gonna do the
They're gonna
multiverse
start
and stuff.
branching off into some weird shit. So it should be dope.
Because Sam Jackson's gonna have a Fury show too,
Yeah,
and that's gonna be bananas with, a bunch of other characters too.
Yeah,
I just saw Keanu Reeves might play Moon Knight.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's the other part, is like the casting for all these different characters as it's coming up. Like, it's going to be, I can't wait. I'm super excited. But like, some of this stuff isn't going to be, it's for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Kong the Conqueror, right? I think he's gonna do Kang the Conqueror. Yeah, he's gonna do something. I forgot who they're thinking that it's gonna be, and things like that. Like, there's just so much super villains, like super duper villains, that they could just pick from anything.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Did either of you guys watch New Mutants?
I haven't got a chance to see that yet.
I want to see it. It looks okay. I don't know. A lot of the Fox Marvel stuff, I'm just like,
Yeah, it's
fuck you guys.
It's I don't know what's worse, the Fox Marvel stuff or the fucking DCU shit.
but like
Birds of Prey was okay though.
yeah, it was good.
It wasn't as bad as the previous ones.
But the thing with DC, it's so dark that it's hard to make it for the average consumer.
Yeah, they try and make it so serious.
Yeah, and it's just like DC is dark. All their origins.
They gotta keep it. It's like Orlando Jose said. They gotta be themselves. Make that shit dark as fuck, and people will still watch it. Like it might not be for kids. Yeah, it might not be for kids, but you'll still have an audience. If the source material, you know, people.
Yeah, DC needs to be rated R no matter what.
They should have just made a good movie first, instead of saying like, "Oh, we got like I think at one of the Comic Cons they announced like 7 movies, and none of them came out."
Right?
Just make a good movie first, and then start going on from there.
Yeah, because it feels like they're always trying to revamp every movie.
Yeah,
they're like
reboot.
Every movie's a reboot. Every movie's like we're starting back from scratch, but it just make everything rated R. How DC is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Bada bing,
well,
bada boom.
They just keep fucking up. Like, how can you fuck up Batman and Superman? Like,
bro,
it's you've got your lanes already made. Like, Batman can be the dark rated R movie. You can make Superman the like PG-13 action movie that everyone wants to see. Same with Wonder Woman and Aquaman. Like, how are they? I don't understand. Well, I do understand they fucking it up. They don't have they don't have comic people or fans in charge of it. Yeah, like they don't like. Marvel's super lucky that they had someone who was in the comics.
Yes,
that dude was dope.
They should just hire consultants like up in the mix in their crew.
But that Superman versus Batman, that should have been like a $4 billion movie. Like 2 of the biggest superheroes
together.
Exactly. Like,
I don't know how you fuck that up.
And like the previous movies have already set so many. Like the old school Superman's set records, all the Batman movies have set records, and then you somehow fuck that up.
The Dark Knight trilogy, and then you come out with that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It wasn't Ben Affleck's fault. That guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
That guy makes dope movies.
He does. I was hoping to see his version of the Batman.
Yeah. Because he was supposed to direct it and be in it, and then he's like, "What's up?" No, but yeah, as long as he doesn't do a reindeer games, I'm straight.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just have to wait.
The Shang-Chi though, I want to see how
that
comes out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're just gonna have to wait till these actual Marvel movies come out.
Yeah.
And see what they do and see what they go. So it's exciting. Like, I have faith in them. Unlike the DCU, unlike Star Wars, I know Marvel's gonna put out some solid movies.
But the DC animation though is fantastic though.
Yeah, the animated movies are always good.
That's what I'm saying. They make good video games too. Like, why can't
they transition that?
Just rip that shit off.
Yep.
Like, come on.
Yeah, they could take the same. They don't even need to do another story. Take that same like plot, the same like screenplay, everything. Just put dope actors in there, and then people won't even know the difference because the average consumer doesn't know that DC animation is fantastic.
Like, if they would have made an Arkham Asylum movie after the game.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they have done so much good stuff. Why can't they just make a decent movie? Like, the movies are so fucking stupid. Like, Aquaman is so fucking like you want to like these movies, but they're so fucking stupid.
Yeah, I tried to like Aquaman, but
it did make $1 million or whatever, $1 billion.
Playing drums. Fucking end.
Yeah. Whatever.
Too campy, you know, what are you gonna do?
Exactly. But Ethik, thanks for coming on and
thank you very much.
Sharing your knowledge, your frustration with us with the current state of
we're gonna have
movies.
to do like a Marvel and Star Wars fucking probably just talk shit the whole time.
Yeah, we could do it because like Mike also, he wants to come back on the show, and I told him we need to do like a nerd episode where we just dive deep like 3 or 4 hours into like all these different universes.
Yeah, I got my girlfriend to watch The Mandalorian, and I was like, this is the perfect entryway for Star Wars because it's actually good.
How do you make a TV show better than the billions of dollars you spent on the fucking sequels, man?
Sequels, they're such a mess. Anyone who defends the sequels I can't respect. It's like a Trump supporter. I can't respect your fucking opinion.
Dude, I tried.
They're so whack.
Up until The Last Jedi, I was like, dude, I can't even defend it.
I watch them because like I love to watch the Star Wars universe. But like to really be like, oh, I'm gonna keep it on a high echelon, like no, it's not gonna work.
They just don't make sense. Like that's the thing.
Billions of dollars, you got all the resources, and you come out, you make that.
Like if you how do you have a trilogy where none of the movies connect to each other?
Right? the second one contradicts everything that happened in the first one.
They're just standalone movies that they happen to have the next number after it, you know?
Right?
Yeah, it was awful.
I don't know, but I still love Rogue One, and I'll watch that all
Rogue
day.
One.
Yeah.
All day,
Rogue
every
One.
day.
Rogue One goes
And-
hard.
And then you even know the ending. You even know,
You know
people
it's
are
gonna
going to
happen,
get
yeah.
bodied. You even know, but like
The whole feel,
build-up.
the build up, the feel.
Because it was funny like the old Star Wars, you know, and it played enough new stuff. Like Rogue One, like out of everything brand new, that is my favorite. I'll watch that all day, every day. Lost on the sauce.
Did you watch that the Clone Wars season 7? The last 4 episodes are better than the
Oh,
trilogy.
yes.
Jesus Christ.
I powered.
I teared up.
I watched him twice. I like watched him. I watched them separate, and then like went back and rewatched all 4 of them together.
It's
So
It's so
I
good.
did the same thing. I watched it once, and then I went back, watched it again, and then I watched Star Wars Rebels, where Ahsoka and Vader
Yeah,
fight.
me too.
I was like, oh my god, this gives it so much more meaning now. Oh my god.
Like how's a cartoon better than anything they've done in the movies?
That's what I'm saying.
You think if they could just form like Voltron, right, and then make the same crew that does all this stuff,
Yeah.
do the big production, obviously add people that they need to add to make it, you know, like.
But Kevin Feige's supposed to be making a Star Wars movie now too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully he comes in and saves the day.
Fucking save shit. Either
If that
have
can,
Jon Favreau make a movie. I don't care.
he does really good.
Don't let those 2 guys that did the last 3 do anything. Jesus.
Up in the mix, consulting crew for
Yeah, we're gonna have to save this for the nerd cast.
for DC Universe, you know, Star Wars. We're up for hire. We're not going to be cheap because we know you guys got the dough.
Just buy some houses.
Well, I think hopefully at some point in the near future we will be able to go to a public place and listen to you play some dope music and
I
dance.
can't wait, man.
Me too.
But until then, thanks for coming through, man.
Thank you, man.
Congratulations on the 100th episode.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
Let me know. Let's do the nerd thing.
Yes, we'll get a big crew, and probably not sizzle pie pizza, and, and we'll hang out and in a round circle, like we're the Justice League.
Hell yeah.
Salute, guys.
All right, y'all.
Bye.